lane is not bad at all. So they potentially have their offlane here with Marcy, Visage.
That's a good point, yeah. And banning out a couple of counter picks. I wonder if PSG.LGD will take out the Monkey King, which has been a pretty common solution to the Visage. You know, you just kind of get to do your mischief and usually avoid any instances of burst, off of the, what's it called? The Soul Assumption, that's what it is, on the Visage.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty common solution I've seen.
Banning out Artesian Naga. He's been playing that a lot in pubs, going for Radiance. So maybe we'll see that later with EG, if they ever get that.
I don't know, nothing to say. Ember, one of his best heroes. I mean, he's got so many good heroes. Maybe he's one of his best heroes also that Tinker. That's always a pocket pick for them here. I heard our panel earlier to start the show saying that maybe that Tinker is going to sneak his way into a couple of drafts here. That I think, I don't remember who it was saying, but they don't think the hero is actually that bad and a little bit niche, but might still have a game hero too. And well, if you're looking at mid laners that like to play Tinker, it's nothing to say for sure.
Yeah. Probably, unless they see like a lot of stuff now that it's good against, probably not. Like, because of this primal, right? It's just so easy for him to early
just
on
get on top of the hero.
Get on top of the Tinker.
You don't care about laser because you're tanky and most of your damage is spells. And yeah for sure. Well, that's a good point. Let's just think about other nothing to say heroes here.
10 seconds.
Yeah, what you say. Yeah, the Ember was banned out. He also likes Invoker. They could go for something like that, and they can really buff up the birds, or buff up a carry of their choosing, with Alacrity and Sidekick. So that could be a strong. And I think Invoker does very well versus Primal mid. Cold Snap and Ice Wall, all sorts of things.
So still, well, likely not with the Marcy. Let me see. I'm seeing, Marcy got banned against them game 1, which is perhaps why they went for the Tiny. In game 2, Hokori, they managed to first pick for them. They managed to first pick the Marcy. So it seems like they settled with Tiny when Marcy was banned. I think that's PSG.LGD's way of looking at this initiating for now.
Yeah. No, they seem very popular. Like the Marcy Tuskar, even Earthshaker. He seems a bit weaker though since he's slower, but also winning some games.
Okay. That's some way to cleave through the birds and the familiars, right?
I feel like this is a position 5, Sven.
Really?
Yeah, just armor versus the physical damage here. It's my feeling.
Right. I've seen a lot of 4 Sven, for Entity and Katomi especially. That's been a favorite of his. Essentially, it's like if you can get a Vlad's, great. He's a pretty good Vlad's carrier. And especially the Shard, which gives your team an AoE 7 undispellable armor, is fantastic. I think you're up to 10 armor with Vlad's on a very generous AoE.
Yeah. No, I feel like the idea here is position 5 Sven, just stunning the Marcy when she wants to go in, being tanky. Could be something else though, but...
I think something else. Well, I mean, if this is going to be a mid primal, it might have some problems, right? Because safe lane primal, like we've seen a lot of counter picks. For example, like with the Morphling, just a casual stun, a casual low mana cost stun, and especially for Morphling 1 that does a lot of damage. If with the 1-2-1 build that we've seen a lot more, but just to stop him, from getting on top of you. Not really such a popular option in the mid lane, but something now to consider, right, for LGD is this mid lane match, because we've already seen Abed can and will take this into the mid lane. And something else to consider, right, as we get that close-up shot there on Nightfall. He's looked amazing in his 2 games he's played so far today.
Yeah, and they also did ban out that Broodmother.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with that. It's very annoying.
Yeah, Xiaoba paying attention for sure, the director for PSG.LGD. Not letting that one slip his gaze.
So EG have one more pick here, or what? Yeah. No, okay, no, never mind. It's the LGD. Go for it. Okay. Oracle. Interesting.
I didn't really suspect we'd see that much Oracle being played in the tournaments, if I'm being honest with you. We got rid of T1. They got eliminated and sent down a lower bracket on a game where they picked the Oracle. We casted that one. Yeah. Obviously, I don't expect this to be a mid Oracle, to be completely honest.
No.
But yeah, I don't know.
No, but the theory craft is right. I thought about this myself. Is versus primal. Like if you use your W, the edict, I think it's called
Yes, Fate's Edict.
Yeah, Fate's Edict. You basically reduce his damage to 0, right? The primal, like he doesn't deal any damage. But usually what ends up happening is like before you cast any spell, you just have this primal in your face, killing you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But if they can get it, so he can stay back and he can just because right now EG only have single target, right? Like everything. I mean, I guess primal is kind of AOE, but if you can save that one hero, you're looking good.
That's kind of been, I think, the problem that Oracle's had for a while. Call it power creep, call it just, the amount of mobility being strong in the game right now. And I think you were right, by the way, about that support, Sven. Is it feels like there's so many ways for heroes to just get right on top of the backliners, you know?
Yeah.
And that feels really hard for him. I mean, like you said, Primal's got his own built-in way. And if Oracle ends up false promising himself, he's a little bit easy to ignore in these fights from there, right? Primal will turn his attention towards more important heroes in that fight and consider that objective completed.
Yeah.
So, SF then for Evil Geniuses. Of course, they can flex this between mid and safe lane. With the Primal, of course, able to, well, actually, I think Primal between mid and off, right? And then probably SF between mid and safe. That'd be more accurate.
Yeah, we might see the first game here of Nightfall Primal Beast.
5 seconds remaining.
LGD aren't so sure, though. They're going to be keen to take out another hero that Nightfall has shined on in our previous series versus Soniqs, that Beastmaster. He didn't take a death on that game.
Yeah, that's a good ban. That's a good ban. You have Oracle Marcy. Yeah, you have nothing for him right now. Let's get rid of it.
There a consideration then similarly for like a Lycan ban? Are you concerned about that, or do you think the Mars does a good job to build the Arena of Blood and build a kennel for that one?
I mean, it also depends on what they want to pick, right? But yeah, if their carry is not particularly good versus Lycan, I think it would be a fair ban.
Okay. I mean, it's not. It doesn't look like it's a carry, Sven. I mean, it could be for EG, right? We shouldn't say it's impossible, but then the last pick probably wouldn't be Lycan because it'd be Primal Beast off lane or something. I guess it could be a Primal Beast 5. I don't know if Fly's been playing that.
Yeah.
But you know, just Wolf Bite Sven seems like something that could be pretty mean.
No, sure. I'm just worried, like if they have for the Oracle, if they have this Lycan, it's just very, very hard to play into a Lycan as Oracle.
10 seconds remaining.
You have to stand next to your Mars or something.
All right.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so a lot of his heroes are banned out. He likes Pudge. He also likes Naga.
PSG.LGD's
Yeah, Drow Ranger, good ban. So what does he have left here? With an Oracle. Because I don't know, like a lot of these times when... Okay, they just go Luna. Okay. Go for buffing the birds. And it's a mid-Mars, correct? Or a mid-Visage. Could be both.
And they do have that flex potential here for LGD.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
wonder how Visage does versus Shadowfiend mid.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't even know that if nothing to say plays Visage. Probably does. Probably plays everything. Hey, I've seen him play Mars a bunch though, so I'm expecting it to be mid-Mars.
Yeah, and I'm also kind of wondering, I think maybe like 2 points in the cloak, and you're probably...
Ooh, there was an Enigma left.
Wow. Yeah, that one snuck on through. And now it'll happen, Pi. I've been anticipating this. I've been putting the lead out there and not getting any bites from EG, but here it is. The one time I don't say anything, they're going to go for the Nightfall Enigma. Not contested, I believe, before, or I think banned, but by Soniqs, right? And
Yeah.
you are going to learn why Soniqs have been eager to ban that out.
No, for sure. Let me see. Yeah. No,
Doesn't-
I don't see how you really stop him here. Early on, you can run up and kill the Eidolons, right? But Enigma is going to get his levels.
And
then-
now, you know, having learned from the tops in Oracle, I wonder if there's a point in going for like 302. I mean, maybe not, right? But just going for that AoE damage on Fortune's End and trying to contain and lock down those Eidolons early seems doable for the Oracle now that the magic resist has been reduced for those Eidolons on the earlier levels. I mean, I don't know. Definitely just run on top and get on top of them early on. But yeah, that's going to be maybe a bit hard with a Rubik there to punish.
Yeah, I think you stick with the 1 point. Just root them and auto, use the damage from your auto attacks instead. Because you do want to get up your E spell. What's that called?
The E is the Purifying Flames, the nuke, and the nuke and the heal. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you'll get to level 8, and after that it's up to chance, you know. So then you want those skill points done.
I like that. Up to chance. We'll see here how this game will be going. Nightfall over on the Enigma. Both teams smoking out of the fountain and eager to get into battle for game 1 of our 3rd series here on Stream A. TI11 group stage. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really excited for this one. Lots of tips. Lots of tips. Lots of horns. Wow.
Well, it's like a carnival.
It is, yeah. It's like WTF mode with horns. They're experimenting with GarageBand or something like that right now. Very lovely stuff. But again, these two teams, they've met each other a couple of times. Some in higher stakes tournaments for some, and grand finals for others, and for the first time for a couple of these guys on these respective banners.
I mean, so far, every time I've seen Sven support, it's been extremely underwhelming. So I'm hoping that it will show me something new here. Because you always have the dream, right, of what you want. You want the Wraith Pact and you want your Ag Shard. But usually I just see brown boots and underleveled with no impact. So I'm curious if they can show me something new here.
All right, so what do you think the strength of a support Sven, part of me, could be in that case? I know he's looked underwhelming to you, but what do you think? Is there potential for him to get some work done here?
I mean, it would be if they somehow could get kills with the Shadow Fiend using the Stormbolt, right?
Okay, charge on through. They're ignoring the bounty because fights. We gotta fight first. In they go. Crit's gonna retrieve the bounty and collect first blood on the Faith Beyond. Q has been forced out. 3 stacks of Shadow Rays should probably send him back to the fountain, and there's gonna be all EG here to start.
Very nice. How many bounties did they even get there? I think they got
Looks
3?
like 3.
Yeah. And getting first blood with Enigma in your team, like, quite good. Very good start. No, because I'm just wondering this Visage Marcy lane. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this Sven a bit here. Okay, I think they're just killing this guy.
Yep, they are. Arteezy with a kill there. Got to be careful on return damage just to not give him enough soul assumption charges for a return kill. Faith Beyond, as you can see, he's eager to go for it, but Fly and Arteezy doing a good job of balancing that lust for a kill with some harass damage out from Fly early. No, nicely done. He's now back, but he did go for this Dispose early as mid lane as well. Early level is a bit difficult for the Mars. He always does have this spear to push back Abed if nothing to say gets kind of trampled on and whatnot. But you got to be careful with that because an Onslaught could put him right back in your face if you're not careful.
Yeah. No, I think this Visage lane is the most intense one. Because I can see it definitely going both ways, but I feel like when they hit level 2 here with Marcy Visage, they're going to be really, really strong.
Can they just as easily kill this Sven as well as SF, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Marcy's... There you go. Now she's...
There it is. Bounce off the creep. Maybe go for Fly, but not really such an eager, you know, proposal when you got SF idling under tower with all his Shadow Raises and full mana.
Yeah.
Too risky as Abed is taking the creeps for a bit of a walk. He looks a bit worse for wear. We'll collect the Water Rune, and nothing to say is zoning him from the mid lane pretty effectively. Abed, he's got Onslaught in 2 seconds and a Fairy Fire, but he's going to send his courier the long way around, and that'll be the refill for him.
Oh, Arteezy is going crazy here.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's in Q. Did actually rebound and dispose already, so he'll pop off a little bit. Mid lane, there's that Onslaught on through. The spear, not quite under tower. Abed's still trying to do a little bit of damage here, but nothing to say, just too tanky.
Yeah, nothing to say that. He played it beautifully. He didn't let Abed get his bottle before he had to pick up that rune. And then he basically made him tank the creeps. So he's looking really good right now.
2 creeps mid as well, actually, for EG at the moment, watching over both runes, perhaps scouting for rotations as well. As there they go, clearing some Eidolons down bottom. Yeah, nice job making quick work of those. Why? Might be in for a bit of trouble, though, but Crit's all out of mana. They actually, I don't know if by luck or what, but
no.
Kind of pulls, and that's going to be the salve getting canceled,
yeah.
right?
Oh, that's so bad.
He's got another. Oh, no, he doesn't. Just the 2 tangos then to operate with. It'll be a punishing moment in this lane, perhaps, especially as the wave's pushing on in. Crit might go and stack a camper. Yeah, he's going to contest this pull for sure. You can be sure about that. Sometimes those Warpine Raiders, though, you auto-attack them, and they don't really care so much. That one was more like, it got really, you know, it was like a dog. You show it like a little toy, and it just wants to chase it. That was Oracle's cape right there.
Yeah. At least they can triple the sidelines here.
Yeah. Looks like he'll be able to get that one done. Mid lane, nothing to say, though. Abed, ooh, got pretty close there for a kill, but looks like the God's Rebuke slow did get him out of what could have been a sticky situation. 4-minute water runes, though. Looks like both would be going to Abed here. Nothing to say. He's got to go to his own jungle to refill the rune, and we'll TP back on in.
Fly dying top. Yeah.
He's going to die. Disposed and rebounded. A little bit of space created, but now the waves, the equilibrium's in a bit of a weird space. I think this is where the creep wave normally meets top, right? On these stairs.
Sure. RTC got it. Raindrops here now, so he's feeling way better.
Suppose. Might not be feeling too good right now, but has some support from Fly as they're going to make the jump onto Faith Beyond and an easy kill there. They also pick up a kill down bottom onto Y. Soniqs is the only one left standing here, and Fly can't really eagerly chase for a kill like that.
Yeah, so Ame is doing really well in the CS here, but this lane is not going to get easier. It's just going to get harder and harder, right? Especially when Enigma hits level 5. Then he probably has to plan to head into the jungle. And you can see mid, it's absolute clown show there.
Maybe a little ring around the rosy there in the mid lane. And eventually Abed doesn't really want to contest CS between a tier 1 tier 2. And he runs the risk of being speared into a tier 2 tower, and those things hurt early.
EGR playing their safe lane beautifully.
Careful though. I think Y takes another death here. This could be really punishing. Yeah, Maleficus is there instantly. Crit with a really nice wraparound, and that's just an easy kill. And now he's got to walk back to lane. Ame, he's going to be alone for some time.
Very hard. I mean, this is not the lane you pick if you want to counter Enigma, you know?
Top lane as well is not going really swimmingly for LGD. You can see now Soniqs pulling creeps behind the tower here. Just needing to avoid this lane. It's a bit easy, isn't it? It's just Stormhammer into triple raise, and it feels like they can kill either of them.
Yeah. And they have... Oh my god, he missed...
Mid? Oh,
yeah, mid's just taking so much damage. And it's annoying too, because even when nothing to say hits level 6 here.
Res hitting mid here for the minute 6 power and spawns. EG with good coverage, but no wards here. There is a Spear of God, but the rune's going to spawn top lane. But guess what? Nothing to say. We're here for you. Abed's got pulverized, and they've got him dead.
Yeah.
Soniqs ends up taking the rune. It's an invis, so Abed at least won't be getting a bottle refill here, but he'll be happy with the kill.
He's got the bounty up there.
And he's still got his bounty in the jungle.
Yeah, and Abed closing in on level 7. Mars still level 5. It's not easy.
It's a rotation top, though. Oracle looking to go top, but mid lane is where Nothing to Say is in trouble because Fly closing the gap. A nice spear back is going to stop Abed from getting the kill, and it'll actually save Nothing to Say. The top, that's where the action is. Once again, our TZ is going to be disposed from underneath this tower. That'll recall Fly to the lane. But it also leaves Ame completely abandoning this bottom lane to Nightfall's Enigma. He has a game here.
Yeah. No, this is what we expected, right? I mean, obviously, the Oracle dying that many times, perhaps not. But it's not easy. Eventually, this Enigma is just going to take over.
Crit even lingering in this mid lane. Good wards up from LGD to at least prevent anyone from ganking Ame in the jungle too easily. So he should be safe, and he's often continuing to farm out 3 points on the Lunar Blessing. So he does damage here, going for that Mask of Madness early. We should see his farm continue to accelerate. But right now, LGD turn their attention towards the opposite side of the map, where they get a swift D ward against Fly, and maybe looking to threaten the life here of SF.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm going to say it's got an arena as well towards this mid lane. Minute 8 runes are spawning in, and LGD is bringing more bodies here. In fact, both supports to the top rune spawn, which is a haste. Abed's going to get out of here. I don't think he quite saw the rune. Perhaps he did, but back to safety, he'll go all the same.
Yeah, the thing is, even if you trap him in the arena, right, I don't know if they have... They might just have the damage. It's a level 3 Oracle and a level 4 Marcy. It's not might not be enough to kill him.
A bit worse for wear. Why, by the way, went for a full null tally here on the Oracle. Does feel like Oracle, you know, with all his magic damage, similar to a Skywrath Mage, right, can actually take advantage of this with that little bit of spell amp, but maybe a little bit greedy here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even get spell amp anymore, right? You only get mana regen.
Sure, that's you get mana. Yeah, no, true. Yeah, that's been forever ago. It's just mana. I guess maybe it is for the mana regeneration.
Yeah, I mean,
Arteezy?
I'm actually not sure. Okay,
Top lane.
He's tanking. Oh, and
he's got Requiem. Look at that. He's threatening to go for it as well. Why as well? Throwing in some damage. There's Requiem. This time Arteezy, he's not even letting it go quite yet. Teasing LGD with this as he makes it back safely underneath his tier 1 tower. In fact, he's going to get a little bit of healing off of that Oracle.
Yeah.
Of course, he'll TP away. He doesn't want to be too greedy here, but nicely done. He'll tank through 3 yet again.
Yeah. No, so LGD are desperately trying to pressure here, right? Because you can see the Enigma by himself is killing the bottom tower. So I wonder... No, they're just leaving Fly by himself.
Yeah, and he'll die. He'll die that time. Nothing to say with a haste rune as well. It was just about to secure that, no matter what was going to happen there.
No, I'm just wondering, because it would be huge for LGD if they could get this tower here. I feel like Abed maybe should have tried to rotate up here. And,
He still has time. I mean, Faith Beyond, this push would go a lot faster if he was level 6.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, if they get the mid tower, then that's fine. But
they do force a rotation on back there. It's going to be now. Oh, he tried, I think, to catch him with the God's Rebuke, but didn't. And now with Arteezy here with the Shadow Raise damage, the control, it's almost flawless, but it's good enough for the kill here. Yeah. They might have to let this top tower go in the meantime, but it looks like mid is all theirs. LGD have already used their Fortify.
Yeah, getting this mid tower, then it's fine. You can let them have the top tower. Kill on the mid hero and the mid tower, it's huge.
And now Abed's going top. Another TP coming in from Crit. Abed is going to start with that trample. Plenty of damage now after the onslaught on in. Faith Beyond trying to micro the familiars on over, but he's not making it out of here alive by the looks of things.
Yeah, just auto attack.
Oh no, and he might lose a bird. Oh, the familiar, that's going to be a plus 100 right there for Crit. That feels amazing for a Rubik.
Oh, and just look at the cooldown too. He just used it.
That's real painful. Oh, he still gets to play a little bit of Dota, about half Dota. It's not as bad, right? As I like to say, as when a lone druid loses his bear, because at least Oracle, I mean, rather, at least Visage has items.
Abed is going for it.
Ooh, okay.
Just baiting a few TPs, yeah.
And that's how you, you know, neglect the trample damage, right? You saw it there. Fate's Edict meant he ignored all of that trample damage. It is dealt as magical.
Yeah, completely countered.
Those bait TPs, as you say, and that buys a lot more time for Nightfall to do as he please. And right now, that is Rush Wraith Pact. He's got that one done. It's already flying his way.
Yeah, I mean, if you just take a quick look at the net worths here, it tells the story that EG are feeling amazing, and LGD don't have anything right now.
3K net worth lead, but it might blossom into a bit more. Ame, I think, is going to do his best to keep that as close to 3 or even 0 as he can, and he's going to get a lot of Eidolons here. That's certainly nice.
Yeah.
But his game is going to be looking a little bit challenging for him. He might need an item or two before he can show up to these fights with how eager EG have been to fight into him. And you can see EG even expecting him in the triangle. Won't find anyone there.
No, I feel we have seen this Luna Visage a couple. Okay, never mind. We have the smoke here. Let's see. Maybe a fight. Fight the brewing.
We'll get back to that point, but yeah, there is the fight brewing. They're going on a fly, but oh no, from behind, in comes Abed. He catches 2 with the onslaught. Sinkyu pulverizes. Well, nice interrupt though, instantly. Oh, but he's actually disarmed by the Fate's Edict. They're going to lose the Oracle. Sinkyu on the run here. Abed giving chase. He's got another onslaught in 2 seconds. Yeah. I don't think he makes it out. He might even use it to try and catch Faith Beyond. No, he's not going to be too greedy. He didn't know what lied in the shadows, and maybe for the best there. It's nothing to say. Did rotate on up and won't really have anything to show for his efforts.
Yeah. I mean, the only positive thing here is Ame is farming up a storm. He's getting everything he wants.
Crit and Arteezy killed him. What do you think? Probably not, right?
If they came from the correct angle, right?
Okay.
But like this, it should be very difficult.
Yeah, they had a ward down, so they knew where he was. Crit made the rotation, but couldn't connect for the kill fast enough.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was gonna say, we've casted a bunch of games now with Luna Visage, and I feel like for some reason it's always looked like this. They just, the lanes are just too hard for some reason. And you feel like it shouldn't be that way, like these are pretty strong laners, but... Okay, catching crit.
Ah, he's in the Arena of Blood. Disposed, got off the wand charges, but he's still dead. Does force a few more spells onto himself, and Nightfall's coming in. Hasn't used the Black Hole yet. Has Wraith Pact even. Might look for the 2 supports. No. Okay, but he did make them scatter, and LGD are not really looking like they want to fight this any longer. Nothing to say. Doing his best, trying to get out of here, as using the False Promise. Why? He's going to live at 40 HP. The Black Hole doesn't catch anything, but he's going to get those Alpha Wolves. Down they go. Nightfall catches the Black Hole he wants, and LGD make it out alive.
Yeah. Dude, actually, a little thing I noticed is when Sven presses Warcry, right, this Primal Beast goes insane. He's running so fast. There's so much damage on this trample.
That's a good point.
And also with the Eidolons. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
You know, these Eidolons used to be much more sluggish. They did receive some pretty significant buffs, I think, like to their animations and turn rates, which helps them move much more fluidly, but even more so, right, when they've got that move speed buff. Absolutely. Yeah, good call on that. Warcry for Fly. And of course, this is not a chorus fan. He's ignoring what? It's Great Cleave? What? Am I going to hit creeps? Absolutely not. I'm a position 5. You crazy?
Yeah, this is definitely the best I've seen a position 5 Sven look. Like, solidify his lane, win it, and now just running with his team. Being kind of tanky, having a stun, and then buffing.
No. I mean, and tanky enough, right? I mean, he's just got a wand, he's got these infused raindrops, and he's going straight into Shard, wasting no time. He's not going to quite be able to buy it right at 15 minutes, but again, that's 7 bonus armor early on. That is completely undispellable, which stacks fully with Warcry.
Yeah. But they haven't managed to catch Ame, so he's still top net worth now, actually. And this is what you need. Like, this was one of the problems for Secret. Like, they didn't have this top...
What? Arteezy? What, you gamer? He caught him in the trees! Unbelievable! Nothing to say. Tried to get out in time. Arteezy knows where he can smell the fear off of him. And will collect his soul with... What a kill!
Yeah, very good glyph usage there.
Unbelievable.
And now Abed really quickly sits up top here. But I don't know if they can go. Fly is coming.
They've got Y as well behind. He's got False Promise ready. This does feel like a difficult kill, but not if you take down the Oracle first. He has managed to so far be a bit evasive.
Here's crit.
There's crit in with a stolen rebound. Fit Beyond certainly not expecting that.
Yeah, look at the Primal go there.
Oof. Oh, and they caught Y. He aggroed the wagon on over. So unlucky. Abed is not even bothering with the kill onto Y. Might even just give it. Yeah, there they go. They'll give it to Abed. A double kill for him. Everything's turning up EG.
Yeah. No, looking good. I mean, their hope here is Ame the Luna going for BKB. And how are they? Yeah, they're kind of closing in on Wraith Pact on Faith Beyond. So that will probably be their timing. Oh, but Roche. The timing is just, it's too slow.
Yeah. In they go. Nightfall with all the Eidolons. Abed as well can tank this easily. He'll probably come in and relieve Fly momentarily. If they can. Yep, go ahead. There it is. Pathing a little bit obstructed there, but this is going to go down relatively quickly. And I just don't see LGD, not without this Blink Dagger at least, for nothing to say. They just don't have the team fight to contest that.
Yeah. No, they're gonna need to Luna BKB, hit the nice arena, and then go in with the birds, sidekick on Ame, and hope he cleans up. But now this Sven is actually...
Birds. Oh, they got both of them. 200 gold for crits, and now maybe even a kill into Sin Q. They are going to lose, however, Fly for this, but Arteezy's in. He's already got another bird. 300 gold already in the fight, as Sin Q trying to tank through this one. Does get the False Promise. There's nothing to say with the blink, and he does catch Nightfall, but the Wraith Pack's still out. Arteezy gets off the Requiem. He's still alive, toggling out back to Agi to collect the soul of Sin Q, and he's still going to live through this one. Farming Ancients. Down he goes, finally, I think, to Ancients, but I bet activating the BKB, he's going to go ahead and route Ame from this fight. He's kind of completely alone here, though. The rest of the team trying to catch up to him, and now it will easily collect now the life of Ame. Black Hole as well. This time it doesn't miss, but it is still canceled. There's the onslaught on it. It catches nothing to say as soon as he blinks. Abed really trying for this kill here as the stolen Eclipse used just for a bit of disco lights from Crit. Joining this fight for the second time is Sin Q. This time Arteezy without an Aegis. They're going to have to let Faith Beyond live, but it's at the cost of nothing to say and Ame.
Yeah. Ame really didn't want to fight there, but it was actually looking kind of promising, but EG, they just had too much stuff there. And I think Fly, yeah, he's completed his scepter here. So
here's a replay. When does this stop looking good for LGD? Because from here it looks great.
Let's see here. I think, yeah, Enigma is on his way here, so the Enigma hasn't done anything yet. And when he arrives here, I think the Tides... Okay, he gets stunned up first, right? So you don't notice him. But the Wraith Pact is here, already reducing damage. And now it's just hopeless. And this is when Ame shows up. When the fight is already over. And he feels like, yeah, now I ran all the way here, let's fight. But
there's a kill onto Y. And unfortunately, that doesn't really give him a lot of information. Finally, Ame's going to move into the jungle after he respawns. But they were trying to get the D ward there. And they'll swiftly punish him for that. RTZ, okay. Slightly displaced from his team. He's just going to activate Mask of Madness and remove half HP from Soniqs, though. Just like that. And EG, they seem to really like this tempo kind of playstyle. They're already onto the top tier 2 tower, even before mid. You get the Fortify out. Nothing to say is going to clear the wave mid to make sure that they can't siege 2 towers now. That's a good play. It's going to give some breathing room for the rest of LGD to farm a bit more. And with that space, sorry to cut you off, Pi. BKB's on the way now for Ame.
Okay. Let's see. You're still lacking a little bit in damage, but they do, like, it's not completely hopeless yet. They can still win fights here. There's no BKB on Enigma, for example.
Nightfall. He's snuck past his ward. Why? He's tried to catch them out here with this. But LGD as well, kind of following on through, but it's going to be Ame. I think the person they get the jump on. Behind, though, is Y. Can he get the ulti off? Getting the BKB off at least is Ame, but there's going to be no black hole for this fight as they kill the Enigma. It was on cooldown for another minute anyway, but they forced the BKB all the same, and now they're going to look to counter-engage. Abed, it's time for his BKB. Nothing to cancel here, the Pulverize, except for the Dispel.
Ooh.
There's another Stolen Eclipse here, still doing damage, but Ame still lives. Arteezy has killed both birds as the down goes crit, down goes Ame. Y with 2 kills here. Arteezy trying to get the ulti off. Xinq's going to interrupt it the once before he sent scattering back with the fear. Abed still chasing after this Oracle. Now has to contend with nothing to say. But EG, they picked up now both supports, or will shortly here, as Y being ran down. Another Stormhammer stun in a second. Nothing to say. Able to TP away. It's Arteezy who gets through Y, and maybe Abed still looking for more. Onslaught in a second here, Pi. Does he die for it? Absolutely. There he goes.
Okay. No, you could see like there was slight hope there, but they have 2 BKB. No, they didn't even have BKB on Shadowfiend yet. He just came in later when most spells were used, and they could clean up.
Yeah, I mean, and check out Fly's damage in that fight recap. He's still doing damage here in these fights, actually. Second most behind Arteezy, sure, but 1,600 damage done by a Sven is pretty commendable.
Yeah, no, he's showing that this hero actually works.
And they might be able to catch something to say. Ooh, that was a close one, but Nightfall, ooh, he knows where he's at, breaking the trees, giving chase. There's no TP away for nothing to say. Good spear, but no trees to stun him. As Crit is going to cut him off here. Nothing to say, trying to jig through the trees. I think he now realizes he is well, just about dead. Nightfall doing what he can here, bringing in a couple more Eidolons. So they will eventually get that kill on nothing to say after he escapes their grasp down bottom.
Yeah. And now this game is very difficult. You lost that fight showing the BKB on Luna. I mean, you probably still have 1 or perhaps 2 more fights like that left. Roche is still 3 minutes. So if Luna can pick up another item, and yeah, and hopefully Enigma doesn't finish BKB, but I don't see... I don't know. He only needs like 1.4k gold, right? And he'll have it, so...
That'll be a bit difficult. He's getting there. And anytime they do group up for a siege now, Arteezy has this 15 talent, right presence, aura affects buildings, and he's eager to push. He's going to make use of this even through backdoor because apparently his attack range exceeds that of the towers.
Yeah, and the problem here even is they have a lot of physical damage on LGD, right? But this armor that Sven provides is... I don't know, it's just Luna does not deal the damage you think she does. How much is it? It's a lot, right? It's 7 passive plus 15. So 22 armor if they pop their BKBs. Like, they're not dying to this Luna.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, right? I've only calculated it with this 10 Warcry armor talent, but you know, when I tested it in demo mode, it'll bring a hero with 0 armor all the way up, I think, like to 28, which is like 66% damage resist.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, and it's undispellable. At least the 7 armor is, right? And of course, if you have Vlad's, that's undispellable as well, that aura. So you're already looking at like 10 armor easy in these fights.
Yeah.
The damage mitigation, I mean, maybe this is why, you know, like you said, this is not the first time we've seen this Lunar Blessing with familiars go to work, but they're just not living in these fights. This nerf that Visage received quite recently, where they nerfed the radius from 1200 to 900 on the cloak, it means that the birds can't be that far away from you before they lose that resistance aura, and they're made of paper, man.
Yeah.
Like here, look, Arteezy two-shots him. I mean, sure, he's got minus armor, right? But that doesn't normally happen if they're close to the Visage.
Yeah. And Enigma is about to pick up his BKB. Everything is just smooth. They're just trying to like constrict the map a bit, waiting for the Roche.
But here's an opening, though, maybe for LGD. They're going to smoke up.
Yeah.
They are fighting maybe into this BKB, but Nightfall's not here, so it would be a 5v4 fight. No Aegis advantage. This could be an opening, and that's a great start as well, as Crit is going to be left behind. Fly thought about counter-initiating, but they'll just let the Rubik go.
Now, you gotta respect it about like strong teams like this, like LGD. Even though Mars is like 300 gold away from BKB, Luna really wants to finish her butterfly. They still look for any opportunity they can to like stop the bleed.
Yeah.
'Cause it's been at 7k gold now for what, 4 minutes? And like you don't want to let it slip further.
Yeah. I mean, that power spike, you know, is essentially just on Eagle Song, right? A little bit more armor, some damage and attack speed thanks to the Agi for Ame, and in you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can really wait, like you're saying, for all these luxury items. I mean, now they're coming online, right? There's Marcy with her BKB, but Arteezy with an eye of his own with a fresh butterfly and likely a kill on a Faith Beyond. Decent micro here, but with a pulverize at the ready, yeah, that Piggy is definitely going to market.
Yeah, and Fly, instead of helping up with the kill, picks off a bird.
Yeah.
He knows how it feels.
Yeah, he definitely knows.
Oh, a full butterfly in Shadow Fiend. Him, you give him 20 more armor, I don't see him dying.
So the magic damage is not really beat up. Plus, he's got BKB, of course.
Yeah.
And the beauty, right, of being able to disassemble your Mask of Madness is you put all the components to use. That's, what is it, Quarterstaff goes into the Butterfly, and that Morbid Mask is going to head into Satanic.
Yeah.
So pure efficiency there for Arteezy. You can see Ame looking to do the same, and he's done a commendable job keeping even here with Arteezy, especially considering how dangerous the map has been for him to be showing on or farming on.
Yeah, for sure. And Roche could potentially be up now, right? So it kind of forces LGD to go.
Yeah, LGD are going to be spurred to action here, but this time I think EG in a much better position compared to when they got the pickoff onto Crit. Zapping the wave here, Nightfall. It's going to be hiding in these trees. Blink Dagger and BKB, but the wrap from LGD might break on him here as they're all smoked up. EG, though, showing patience, holding good cliffs here in the enemy triangle. LG just out of range is Ame. He's going to peek on forward. His blink's going to break. There's going to be the drums of endurance. Nothing to say. He's going to go on, finds a spear, but Arteezy's too fast on the BKB. Gets off the ulti. The BKBs, though, from Ame, and nothing to say. Allow him to turn, and the Black Hole is only onto Sin Q. He should die during this. No, he's still continuing to fight, thanks to the False Promise, which only lasts another second. Down he goes. Faith Beyond on the run. But LGD, they've been scattered from this fight. They're chasing now even a secondary hero there. That's why he does manage to escape thanks to a fortuitous Invis rune. Good luck, at least for LGD, is that Roche is not yet up, but this might cost them still some map control.
Yeah, and they're quick here. Abed, because LGD still don't know if Roche is up, so he wants to farm. But Abed reads this and just finds him here.
And Flies here as well, and there's no BKB here, Pi. They just use it in that last fight. The trample, look how fast he is there with the war cry. Pulverized to secure it, and Abed's got like 9-0 and 11 here on the mid lane Primal Beast.
That's the difficulty, right? You know the Roche could be up, but it wasn't up. So instead of Roching, EG are just out looking for you.
And
that's
now,
the gamble you take.
And now, because you gambled wrong, it's just all gone. You know, you're almost bankrupt now at this stage, because now Roche is going to respond. Crit is just going to be, you know, the man in the pit, the ward in the pit to notify the team. And that'll go down relatively quickly here, to say the least.
Yeah.
LGD, maybe still a couple fights left in them, but EG with some proper positioning here in that last fight certainly are able to flex their net worth advantage, and now are looking to get an Aegis on top. Nice reaction time there from Arteezy to get the BKB off. That made all the difference in that fight.
Yeah, and even more armor here coming out from the Sven, going for the Solar Crest.
Wow.
So yeah, he buffs up.
You know,
a lot.
of all the heroes to take advantage of a Solar Crest, I think Primal does it pretty well, right? Because not everyone cares for that 10% move speed, or the armor even, but Primal certainly does. He's happy to have that. Yeah, that one feels pretty good. Abed did lose his courier. It looks like it had a Shiva's Guard on it, so he's got even more armor now.
Yeah.
Careful. LGD looking for a bit of a jump here. They do have a ward, and they see Arteezy farming, but quite suspiciously, Pi, he's completely alone.
Yeah. But like, you don't know, right?
Yeah, that doesn't look right to me. It was kind of the right
no,
move.
Ame.
And guess what? They're going to find Ame completely alone again. He has BKB this time, but can he even get it off? There's no one here to save him. Someone help out Ame. Oh, he gets the BKB off, but he still dies, Pi. Sinkyu trying to fight through this one. Abed as well. Pops his own BKB. Nightfall has no black hole, but they don't need it. The damage on the Faith Beyond, who's hiding against the spear wall, at least is going to be able to live a bit longer. Sinkyu dies, though. All in exchange, only for crit. But Ame, the big one to drop yet again, just moving, trying to make the right moves onto the other side of the map, and EG's just waiting there for him.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Oracle is so close, but yet so far away. Doesn't make it there with the ultimate then, with the false promise. Because if he gets that off, I still think they lose, but at least they can try to fight back.
Oh no, the birds.
Birds.
Oh, it's just... Okay, he's got 2 more. He's got 2 more. And they're level 2 birds, at least. He didn't have to cast it at level 11. That never feels too good. The Fortify used out, though. And LGD now, they've just about used up all their defensive reserves here. Wraith Pact, even. It's going to keep EG off of the high ground.
Yeah, they didn't still have black already.
Yep. I didn't have it in that last engagement. I don't know how much they really need to force high ground now. They still have Aegis for 3 more minutes here. And now you've got rid of the Fortifies of the birds. All those were brand new birds. They barely get to spread their wings, and now the black hole, it's gonna find 2 cores yet again. This isn't a core spec, but he's still doing some damage, and now goes Abed. Down goes Ame. Arteezy punches him into the grave, receives a double kill now. It's nothing to say at BKB, but he's running for his life, and they call it. LGD taken down in just under 30 minutes here by this EG lineup. Well done.
Very well played by EG. Suspicious Oracle pick. You always give the benefit of the doubt, you know, but at the end of the day, it did not work out. It's also this last pick Enigma, right? It's just nasty. Yeah. It seems like Nightfall, like giving him the last pick there's just so many things that can mess with you. But what has he shown so far? Broodmother, Enigma, Beastmaster, all game-winning heroes, and he's performed every single time.
And for EG,